Yeah, fellas, I'm back on this channel. Everything's cool. It actually was cool halfway through the month, but I didn't just want to do any live shows on this channel. But I'm back. I have 6 more days of vacation left. I'm going to go camping by myself. I got a bed in the back of my truck now, and I've got the tools I need right here and to cook and all that stuff and get on. But I did go to the Arnett, as you can see by my T-shirt, Arnett first family reunion. I went to my grandfather's grave site and stuff like that. I got to meet some cousins that I've never met before. For example, let's see. They got that Southern accent. The blonde chick is my cousin. Giving instructions on how to get to the cemetery. Her dad was my dad's brother. So I was real pleased to meet family that I never knew I had. I thought I was alone. There was a Lee Arnett that died. He was 7 years of age. Now, the weird thing is my dad was the youngest male. So all these people, these cousins, are way older than I am. I'm 58, and they're way older than that. And my grandfather was born in 1800s, 1876. That'd be most of you guys' great-great-great-grandfather. So, yeah, I heard a lot of stories about him. For example, he got shot by a guy once, and he tracked him for 7 years. He killed a lot of people. But this guy he tracked for 7 years, and he finally caught up to him, and he made him go get something to eat. Then he made him, use the bathroom. Then he blew his brains out. It was wild stories like that that kept us entertained at the event. I'd heard stuff like that before. That he was. He carried 7 pistolas and all that kind of stuff, and he wasn't afraid to use them. Think about the time period back then. Also in these backwoods towns in Georgia. Case in point, there was a couple was sitting on this woman was sitting on his lap, and he loved black women. And this the husband came in, and he had told my cousin, he put them both in the river, killed them both. Ugh. Wow. Different times, though, in America. Different times. He was born as a slave. His mother was 16 when the guy raped her. See, we didn't know if he had any black in him. My dad said he didn't have any black in him, but apparently the mother might have been half black, half Native American, which was what I thought my dad was. So I got to bring it down one. I thought my dad's was a quarter black, a quarter white, and half black, a quarter Native, and a quarter white. But it might have been actually his father. Now, one of the relatives say no, what they find out is wrong, because they considered if you're half white, half Native American, you're considered mulatto also. But who cares? He lived, he died. He had 2 white families. He had a couple of black families. Anytime he had any trouble, he just moved to another town and started another family. So I've got relatives with my name of both races all over the place. I mean, all over the place. My cousin told me there was a guy named James Arnett that she ran into in Tennessee. He was kind of a racist. And then they start comparing the backgrounds of their grandfather, and I guess I don't know if he's still a racist or not, but hey, it made me laugh when I heard that one, because that's like that Cobb guy that wanted to start a white-only town. It had been 14% black. That's a lot. That's a lot of blood. And to white folks, if you have 1 drop, they won't let you in their club. So, yeah. Anyways, I got a bunch of questions on this particular channel, even though I guess you guys didn't know I was on vacation. I can't stand answering shit on vacation. It just ruins my vacation when I got to deal with this kind of stuff. I'm trying to relax. Although I did take care of my site and answer questions on my site, but I have been actually on vacation since the beginning of August. Trying to take an entire month off. Some of the questions I saw, I just didn't even feel like answering. Stupid shit. But let's see. Can't read the brother's name. Luma. Strong men deserve pussy. And I agree. Weak men, you don't deserve to breathe. You don't deserve to have pussy. Why? Because you're full of weakness. You have a bunch of issues you're dragging around with you. Think about it. You guys who are the weak men out there, you're afraid of women. You're afraid to step over to women. You're afraid to talk to women. You're afraid to go to a nightclub. You're afraid to do this. But some yellow belly cowards. Sorry to be so brutal with you. But you bring that cowardness around a woman, and they don't deserve that in their life. I know many of you are self-centered and selfish. I don't care about them. I just want to get some pussy. Pussy has to be earned. Marilyn. What's up, Marilyn? Telling a woman what she is in for also increases curiosity. It's like drugs. People try it thinking they won't get hooked, but Stephen. You also have to take into account how women are raised in this day and age. I guess he thinks I don't. Or maybe he's talking to you guys. Also, you have to be aware of undiagnosed mental illnesses. That I don't worry about, because you can tell when a bitch is kind of crazy. Play a dub under Now These Are. I doubt that guy gets any pussy. Straight simp vibe and a try hard. Russell Alston. I think I'm gonna stop doing these. Just keep on doing what I do, teaching. Hey, what's up, Player Supreme? Thanks for the video under examples of, bad photos and profiles. For the video, I'm having trouble with whole online dating. Well, you're in luck. I'm going to be doing a webinar probably next week, free webinar. And I'm working on it right now on my vacation. I'm going to show you how to create a power profile so women will email you. I'm going to show you what you need to do to get the right photos. I'm going to show you how to talk to women. I'm going to show you how to get up in their heads. Or I'm going to touch on those, I should say. I'm going to spend 90 minutes trying to teach you as much as I can. Let's see, I mentioned to the females about meeting up. Either I get no response back or they beat around the bush. It's the way you're approaching it. You probably would say, let's meet up. Let's go to my place, with internet dating. Now, these women don't know you, Jack from Adam. They haven't even touched you yet. Versus a nightclub. A nightclub, they've got to touch you. They got to feel your energy. They got to feel you. They're ready to go. But internet dating, they haven't even met you yet. And then you want them to come over to your place? Russell, are you kidding me? You always meet up for a coffee date or a drink. I always say coffee date, but I keep forgetting, majority of you guys are grown men. So you can go for a drink like grown people do. Okay. Let's see. I've been trying it out for 7 months and only met 2 females. Dude, I put up a video. I had 31 emails in my inbox. Now, if I was single, I'd been fucking, like when I first started doing that dating, I would have been slamming all kind of chicks. That's what I was doing when I first started. But I did it like a man, like a businessman. I did some research. I found out what works. And I took from here, took from there, put a profile together. That fucker worked like magic. When I first put the profile up on this one particular site, I got 17 emails in 1 freaking hour. I didn't have to send out, begging women to talk to me. These women wrote to me. That's the way I've always done it. That's the way I do the game. I'm holistic about everything that I do in this game. I don't backslide. If she ain't feeling me, she don't even exist. I didn't go to a club, crushed on the hot chicks. Oh, please fill me. I just want to fuck you. No, I went for the females that were choosing up on me, just like I do online. I did everything. That's why I was so successful. You jackasses out there who mix and match, you deserve the hell that you live in. Coming back from vacation with some venom and fire. 2 females on there. I'm 28, black man. Most consider me to be nice looking, well dressed. My pictures are good. I make it. A lot of, there's a fellow on my forum right now. He thought his photos were good. They're fucking hideous. He looked like he broke legs for the mafia. He had that, kind of big jawbone down here, and the gap in the tooth, and wide through the jawbone. Superman jawbone, but balding head. And then he had the eyebrows that came down, like he was always frowning. And he thought his photos were great. He took them in his house with the bad lighting of his house. So you might want to get in on my webinar. Okay, I'm going to release a sign-up sheet for everybody who want to get in there. Right now, I'm working with a guy that has a platform that I've purchased to do my webinars besides doing them here. I'm sick of using Google because YouTube is owned by Google. Tudo minha familia es de Panamá y yo soy una panamina, minha, africana, una negrita. Okay, she's a long hair, but she's a African Panamanian. Selassie, that's the name of not Ethiopia. Yeah, Ethiopian. Ethiopia used to be the president of Ethiopia. I thought it was a man's name, though. I guess the way she's spelling it. Okay, Elder Scroll. This is the ones that was irritating me while I was on vacation. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I almost don't even want to read this shit by Elder Scroll. Every now and then, somebody finds my channel and fuck, I have to deal with this shit all. I'm tired of dealing with idiots that make stupid comments. Elder Scroll, you're an idiot. Online date only benefit women. Let's be real. Many PUA white boys believe in this shit. If I believe in it, then you know it's real. Okay? Look, little guy. I fucked a lot of women with online dating. Okay? I combined that with my club. I had a great life. You can either listen to what I got to say or go somewhere else. Either I'm telling you the truth, you believe I'm telling you the truth, or you believe I'm lying to you, in which case you just need to go somewhere else. Okay? I'm short of temper now. I'm 58 years of age. I've been talking to guys since 2001. Think about 2001. And I'm dealing with the same kind of shit you did. I'm tired, man. I'm really just wore out on jackasses on YouTube. No offense to you, but I'm just a little irritated. Okay? I've been dealing with guys like you since 2001. Internet dating doesn't work. Boom, look at what the fuck I fucked. Internet dating doesn't work. Dude, you don't know a goddamn thing about dating. Okay? You don't know shit. So I'm just going to put you in your place or put you out of the place. Your choice. Fellas, I apologize for my anger. I'm just tired of these type of people. Like I would talk about something that doesn't work. For what? It's white guys that say it doesn't work because they do a dude thing. as I talked about so many goddamn times before. They do a dude thing. They do a dude profile, as I've showed with the bad profiles. And then black dudes, the shirtless ones. I get it from all types. Since I took out this new site, I've been bombarded with fucking phone calls and emails, man. Tops. Aha. Shovel jaw. Go dig up the lawn with it. Looks like Elmer Fudd with that hat. Supreme. The beard trend came from guys coming back from Iraq, and of course they looked rugged, and men that didn't go to war copied that. I can accept that. The first person I saw that was popularized it was back in 2010, but I know the guys were coming back from war before that. So, yeah, and he didn't go to war. He was a rich trust fund baby. But to me, it looked like he popularized it because, and I can see what you're saying, because I did see even homosexual men copying the Marine haircut. It was disgusting. But I saw that back in early 2000s. I'm like, what the fuck's this dude doing a Marine haircut? Posers. I was watching Irritated Genie. He had a straight Black Pride lecture he was doing, and they sent a homosexual female in there. The title's Straight Black Pride. Why would a homosexual female go to something like that? Of course, to disrupt it. He threw her ass out. Well deserved. Elder Scrolls again. In my class, immigrants and Swedes don't sit with each other. And you say that Swedes are not racist. A lot of them vote for racist parties. You know, I'm not there. What I know of the Swedes is that they're pretty in the middle. You know, of course, you can have your racist. They're all over the place. Portugal, of all places. Spain. The Spaniards trying to be, you know, super white. Sorry, Spaniards and Portuguese. It's not going to work for you. I've looked at these videos, all three of those, the Italians, Portuguese, and Spaniards, saying the other's not white. Oh, God, this shit is sickening. Think about how many years I've dealt with this shit. This old race shit. Ashley. Nice and good aren't the same thing. Nietzsche said, to be a good man, you must have fangs. So-called good men parade their weakness as if it's a virtue. They're not good people. I actually agree with that. Nice guys think they're good people. No, you're fucking fake. You pretend like a girl and do all this shit for her in hopes of getting pussy. I'm more honest than you guys are. You lie to them. You pretend. Then you're mad when she finds out that you actually like her and she rejects you. Mohammed Siaka. Damn, the game need to be told and sold and told. Oh my God, the game is so alive. Under my Pimp's Game rules. He also said the same thing. Double post. Justin D'Antonio. Let's see. Video title now. These are, I'm not sure what I talked about there. Ban LOL. Us white people had game once. We're not all lames. I got to cut down my race rhetoric stuff. When I start talking, it just comes out. You know, no filter. I got to learn to filter. I need a stronger filter because I do filter a lot. When I look at, you know, what's going on in America, I really want to rage. But you guys aren't part of that shit, and you don't deserve that. So did you see my photos? Yikes, damn, Supreme. He also says, I guess that's my main weakness, my photos. I need to take more. I Have no idea where you post your photos. But yeah, webinars coming up. The beard trend came from subset of hipsters. Okay, that's what he's saying. I would not recommend growing a beard unless you could pull it off. To me, honestly, the beard seems like it's a, you know, I see black guys with the full, big, long, shaggy ass beards. They don't back engineer women. You kiss a fur face, kiss a dog face. It's like kissing a dog. It's not because I can't grow a beard. It's just the truth. I back engineer. He also says, I changed my picture, Supreme. Go check him out. Check him out where? Are you on my site? Also, who's going to compensate me for my time to check out your photos? Are you on the site? Hussein, Hi Suman, Mirawazan Kamni. Oh, okay, I don't speak your language. Fat to Fab, that's an old video. Let me see what's going on in this video real quick, fellas. I've done so many videos. If you remember my original channel, I had over 6,000 videos until some white supremacists started attacking me. Okay, there's a fat chick. God damn it. Overweight woman. Now, oh yeah, this chick, I guess she lost. The superficiality of you young guys, it sickens me to my stomach, actually. I seriously get, she actually, there's more to this. Oh yeah. She lost a lot of weight. She looks curvy. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. Still got some, I like curvy women. Looseness on her arms to work on, but you know, she's on her way. She's actually came out decent looking. Yeah. Don't know what the brother said. All right, Elder Scrolls again. I saw a video of a white guy pulling an Asian. I told him that was, I talked to people who did that video. There's a video that went around, I think, 2011. This white guy, it looked like he was stealing this Asian guy's girlfriend, but I actually talked to the guy that did the video, and it wasn't that way at all. I guess they made it look that way. And then Elder Scrolls is going to come back and tell me, I don't think that's the real owner. See what I deal with? I talked to the second guy that was the partner of the dude that it's on his channel. See what I got to deal with? Can you guys now see why I'm a little tired? He come back and tell me, I don't think that's the real owner. Not knowing what occurred, not knowing a goddamn thing, he's going to give his opinion. I talked to the owner of the video. I went to his channel. Actually, I did a video saying that's some bullshit there. And he responded on my video, and I went to his channel. And he told me what was going on. Bangura liked the profile of the white guy. That's good. He also said the profile won't work on most black women. LOL. I don't recall what the profile said. Let's see. Brian Bonilla, good advice. How to talk to women. Rideshare, as you know, Rideshare also has his channel, and he does internet dating as well. 2040, he was reacting to a pic, so it was classic. 2040. Ah, shit. Make sure this was actually, hopefully I didn't forget to put this unlisted. Yeah, I think it's unlisted. You know, off to move the car around. We are in Arkansas at the moment. So 2040. Let's see what we got here. I do have a ton of videos already listed there for my people who pay the $5 to get into my forum. Plus, this is his private photos, and I'm not going to put them out here on YouTube. Oh, yeah. The brother in the fucking t-shirts. Okay. That was pretty bad. Okay. Some of these comments are just not worth mentioning. Ace Ortiz says 5'5" and shorter. That gimmick can help learn a skill that is social dancing is good, but you have to be a social person naturally or learn. That's key. Under how to talk to women, I was talking about, have a gimmick, and this must be open to you guys. McCary, he goes, I normally walk up to a girl in a club and tell her we're going to my place or her, simple as that. And I call bullshit. I call serious bullshit, McCary. Why you want to front like that? You go up to a girl in a club and say, we're going to your place or we're going to my place. Don't even know the bitch. Katie, hi, Player Supreme. I started watching your channel back in 2011. You gave advice that applies to the world and that lifestyle, but after reading Every Man's Battle, my eyes were opened about what you really teach. I didn't have any real men in my life at that time, and you weren't any different. But I'm thankful how God is still showing me, and I hope and wish you one day answer that call yourself. Yours truly, ex-player Joshua Terrazas. Thanks for the comment. Why are you going by a girl's name? That's fucking weird. I'm trying to figure why you would use a girl's name, Joshua. I can't think of anything. Maybe because I'm old. And I wouldn't even do that. There were guys that would take out girls' profiles on these dating sites, and that's something it would never occur to me to do. I'm from a different generation. We didn't pretend to be women. We didn't dress up in women clothes and shit like that. We didn't have that feminization shit going on. And they say, well, I just want to see what guys say to girls. Why? Why see what idiots have to say? Because none of those guys would be any good. I don't get that logic. Why chase after the bad? Michael Nolan. Cold calling, that would be what they do online. Cold dancing is when asked for dances, yes, or you go up and dance with women. I prefer a warm response versus cold one spring. I know teach guys to cold dance. I'm not into cold dancing with chicks. I'd rather attention on me. I agree with you. I agree with you. There's some guys that I do say, you're going to have to, become a dance, what they call a beat boy. If you're like 5'3", how many girls are going to be, eyeballing, because everybody's taller than someone 5'3", unless she's like 5 feet tall. But even then, 5 feet tall is looking at a 6 foot tall dude. So sometimes you have to go out there and just dance. Go ask girls to dance. Get shit started. Sharmar, he actually bought a product. I've been on vacation. I don't talk on the phone, Sharmar. So you see what I do with the phone. I hang up on everybody, or I don't answer the calls. And I don't want to be responsible for someone getting their feelings hurt because I don't return calls. I hate talking on the phone because I used to work for the phone company. It was a source of bad pain. Your products have been working, cuz, and added my touch to it. Beautiful things. Elder Scrolls. You talk about choosing signals. If a girl keeps eye contact with me for a while, then does that mean 100% that she will date me? No. It means she's interested. Why don't you go and find out? Does that make sense, Elder? If she's giving you eye contact, she's interested. Go find out how deep the interest goes. See, you think that because she's giving you eye contact, you can walk over and say any goddamn thing you want, act any stupid way you want, and she'll still fuck you. That's what your question begs, that type of answer. And it's just not that way. Eye contact shows a sign, what the nerds call a sign of interest. I don't know why they say IOI. Someone wrote about it. I just didn't give a fuck. I don't speak nerd speak. So IOI, I don't get it. But anyways, it shows a sign of interest, period. It's up to you to go over and sell the game to her. She's got open ear. She's willing to listen to you. Just step over. Okay? Zach Slater. Pimp Game Rules. I don't know who's dug up this old, what is this, 5 years old video? But he does, say thank you. Some people really need this. I don't remember what I said in there. I think I was talking about the rules of the game. Eric Pays, this is pure gold. Thanks for sharing the knowledge. The metaphysics of the game. Yeah, I do see that one. I love talking about the metaphysical side of the game. Ah, shit. Okay, it's gone. Player Supreme, what happened to the guy you call Greece? Greece, I believe he is moved to Jamaica, and there's no internet there unless he goes to town. So he is gone. I just had talked to him the day this fella 1 week ago had wrote that. So now he is officially back in his parents' home country, Baja. Hey, Player Supreme. Actually, first Marcus says, "What's up, Unc?" What's up, Marcus? Baja, hey, Player Supreme, I agree with you 100%. I had girls for friends, and it's bullshit. She told me her problems when other guys bang that pussy I want to bang. Never again. Never again, I would have woman for friends. I have girlfriend now and no female friends. Even if I was single, I would never go through that hell again to be friends with girls. Being friend with woman is like you don't have balls. It's insult for a man to hang out with women like friends. Sorry, for my English, I'm from Balkan. I'm glad you realized that there, brother. Are you guys getting those Russians with that symbol that says HIT or some shit like that? They keep trying, and most of them end up in my spam folder. I just delete them. I do the master delete, just delete everything out of there. Giggleberries, Chuckles. Europe should be left intact, but that's their leader's decision. I don't want to do politics. I'm tired of politics. I'm all politicked out, man. Strictly game. I'm not going to do any more. I have my other channel for the African history stuff. What do you think about bringing a Thai wife? Elder Scroll asks, and I have low opinion of that. Okay. Let's go to spam, hell for review. Yep, spam. Elder Scroll says all Trump supporters are mad that Connor lost. Yeah. Many of the Trump supporters are alt-right types or have some racial issues going on. Many. Didn't say all. There's a brother on my site that's biracial, Chris James. He voted for Trump. Surprised me. I mean, it really shocked me. But hey, I tried to warn you guys about it. And, it's interesting, I broke off contact with a lot of people that I thought were okay because of that. There was a couple of black dudes that I broke off contact with. So I tried to, I guess people think because maybe I'm 58 that I don't know anything about politics. I don't know. I've been through a lot of politicians. I've been through a lot of elections. I was 18 when Reaganomics started, when Reagan got in office. I thought, what a joke. I mean, he's a fucking actor. And I thought the country was dumbed down then. It's been a circus, and now it's just a shit show. But what my fear was the emboldening or emboldenment of racists. But the good thing is, now, I don't want to do politics. I'm sorry, I'm going to bring this up. But white people, you guys got to clean yourselves up. You got to get rid of those racists out of your group. And that's what you're doing. You guys are fighting each other now. And that's the good thing about Trump, is he's showing you guys to yourselves, showing you guys how, don't like the word evil, but how twisted some of your members are. Now, I know if you've got racial, you're going to say, what about black people shooting each other? That's deflection. We're talking about racism. Your race created racism. Your race created the idea of race. So your race has to clean up and get rid of it. You're the dominant race on the planet. You guys are the ones that in power and control. So you have to clean the shit up. It's your responsibility. I mean, we're trying to, get equal quality here, but it's not going to come unless you guys give it. Lydia, what's the best way to love, passion, romance come exploding back into my relationship? I read many good reviews on the net about how, oh, this is an ad. Fuck, I hate those guys. So, yes, as I said, the fight was all about race. And I made the comment that, sorry to be racial here, but I haven't seen any good European or European descent fighters in boxing. But I stopped watching boxing for a while, and there was some Russian guy that was a badass. But outside of that, since I was a kid, Ali. Ali took over. I used to watch fights. Foreman. They've all been, African American. Jack Johnson. The last great white fighter was, I believe, was Rocky Marciano in America. And he lost to a black dude, and it seemed like it's just been black ever since. Not to put out some superiority thing, but that's what I've seen. And to add to that, Connor isn't a boxer. I kept telling you guys that. He wasn't a boxer. He was in a league all by himself, but he was smart. He was smart to challenge the brother to a fight. Now, that made him the most famous MMA man on the planet. He can write his own ticket now. He may have lost that, but he can write his own ticket. And then the people who support him say, well, he did get some shots in. If that thing had won another round, he would have got knocked the fuck out. Probably his first. He couldn't even block it anymore. That's why the referee stopped it, because he was on his way down. You can, if you could just take the race out of it, then you see what's going on. Unfortunately, because of Trump, it became about race. Racial fight versus anything else. Okay, let's see. Anything good in my actual spam folder? Wow, there's a lot here. And this is all fucking spam. Let's see. I'm going to click them all. And report spam. I don't tolerate people spamming me. I always try to report them. Good. All right, fellas, as I said, I'm back. I'm back. Let's see what's going on in the chat room. Oh, fuck. I forgot to test the mic again. Okay, looks like I came out good. Nobody's whining in there. What's up, Jay Henry? He says, old school motherfuckers was tough. Built reminds me. The video's playing. Hold on. Fuck. I forgot to test the mic again. There. Of one Richard Pryor stand-up. He also says, yeah, my grandpops was part of building roads for the government out in DR, and he was known for leaving a kid or two in every town. Yeah, that was my grandfather. He actually was involved in building roads back in the beginning of the country, too. He did what he could. Baja, hey, Supreme, greetings from Slovenia. I thought you said you were from Balkan. Oh, you must be living in Slovenia. Love to watch your videos. You're the best. Thank you very much, Baja. What's up, Dominic? Truly enlightened. Hey, Supreme, do you think the urban look would work for me? I think it would work better than the anime look that you have right now. Greasy. Remo. Goes, old man Supreme, what's up? What's up, Greasy? Actually, I gave that name to someone else. Truly Light says, stop being disrespectful, Siova. And it's all right there, Truly Enlightened. We actually joke with each other. At least I try to get him a joke. He's kind of sensitive, but I try to get him to relax and joke a little bit. That's why I do it. When I see someone's got some sensitivities going on, of course, I got to needle a little bit. Christopher Williams, Truly Enlightened, Siova, and Supreme have a friendship where they both can joke with each other. Yes. And I was speaking to you. He is not our friend. He is our mentor. That is respectful. Appreciate the love. I'm trying to not do that whole I'm on a cloud or a mountain thing and be down with the fellas. Remo, oh please, truly me, Av, Supreme, always man each other. That's how blacks speak. Yeah, exactly, with each other. That shows we respect each other to joke like that. Yes, it does. Older blacks always fuck with younger blacks. My ex-wife's father, man, god damn, he fucked with me all the time. clowned me like a fool when I was young. Remo, I talk shit to my other mentor all the time. Christopher Williams, LOL, I'm not going to go back and forth to enlighten. As Remo mentioned, we as Black joke and roast each other out of respect. Yes, Preem stays saying I oily and shit. LOL, got to defend myself. Well, I'm referring to your photos. Like, you know, you had lotion all over yourself. You're glistening. Look all lotioned up. And as you guys know, I don't use lotion. That seems to be a thing of my kids' generation. You guys grew up with the lotion and shit, all slick and smooth. And I know you do it too, Christopher. You just look like you got a bucket of lotion in your house, man. Michael Dolan, knuckleheads always come back and complain about the cold responses. If you're confident, women will give you warm response. The ones that dig you, a couple cold dances can help get attention. Yes, it helps you warm up too, get you established. Here we go with True Lie. I knew Greece would abandon this community. He said a long time ago that he couldn't take it anymore. He doesn't have the long patience that I have. I'd want him to take over, but he doesn't have that patience. So we dropped that one. Michael Nolan, having women as friends is not masculine. You think in caveman times they hung out with women? Exactly, Michael. No, it's the same today. Plus, when you're around women, you end up seeking their approval. It's just not masculine. I agree. Of course, you know I agree. Christopher, shit, I don't know why I didn't see it from the jump. Truly enlightened is that troll alpha dude. How are you, my son? And Michael, A.A. Connor put up a good show, lads. Different boxing styles, though I enjoyed the fight. The first 2 rounds were good. He did. I think I get the feeling that Mayweather was allowing him all that in the first few rounds to put on a good show. In fact, the announcer said he puts on a good show. It's all about entertaining the crowd. Him getting hit, he can take the punches, you know, duck and dodge, getting hit a few times. And then he poured it on after starting with number 4. And then wore his ass out. As I said, you know, he's not used to holding traditional boxing. Those things are heavy. I don't know if you guys ever did boxing, but those gloves are fucking heavy. And you tell he couldn't even lift his arms after a while. I'll bet you his connective tissue was jacked up. The fight was rigged. It was a fight. Floyd Mayweather's a professional boxer, Eric says, so of course he was going to win. Conor is an MMA fighter, next skilled in boxing. It should have been boxer versus boxer or MMA fighter versus, yeah, but they saw an opportunity, Eric, to make a lot of money, and it worked. It worked. They blew all that shit up. They had them talking shit to each other to get you guys interested so you pay money to watch the fight, and they made a shitload of money. A shitload. I think it's the biggest purse so far. And it was just an MMA dude. Wasn't even a real boxer. Now, Conor is good in his sport. You know, I didn't know anything about him until a couple of weeks ago. I started watching some of his highlights of his fights. But I knew right then he's not going to win. Christopher, LOL, use that African shea butter so my skin is soft. Yeah, I knew you did, man. Shea butter, huh? Is that cocoa butter? I shouldn't talk. I used to use vanilla oil because women liked it. Put in your crotch hairs and reminds them while they're sucking your dick of baking. Michael, Ali fought an MMA fighter many years ago. I didn't know that because he's been old for a long time. MMA just came out what, in the late 90s? So I'm told. I had no idea it was out until I was driving on one of my vacations somewhere in the last 10 years. And I saw a poster and I'm like, what is that? Because I don't watch TV. I don't watch big time wrestling. I don't watch the stuff that they promote on TV. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have seen the fight. Like Nolan says, McGregor has knocked out most of the fighters in the cage, though with the ring was different. Okay, it's not about the cage or the ring. It was about the skill that he brought into whatever environment it was. It could have been in a back room. I think a cage is more dangerous than a fucking boxing ring. At least the boxing ring, you can lay on the ropes. What's up, Nas? And I think McGregor, after watching his highlights, I think he's a damn good fighter, overall fighter. Not putting the man down, but he's not a boxer. He's an MMA fighter. They had MMA in the 70s and 80s, though. Well, I used to live in Japan. They called it kickboxing, but they didn't do the grappling. So that's something new. So they had kickboxing, yes, back in the 70s. In Japan, it was on TV. Kickboxing. And yeah, that was back in the 60s. But here in the States, I wasn't aware of MMA at all until about 10 years ago. Christopher, yeah, Mayweather was baiting Conor for his muscle memory to react to his MMA style fighting. Mayweather was hella smart to take off on him like a bull. Supreme, I'm not sensitive, Remo says. Okay, Remo. You could not be sensitive. I remember I'm on the outside as a teacher looking in at you. I don't know why people keep saying that. If people keep saying it, obviously this must be true. Own your shit. Michael, no, MMA is a mixed discipline boxing. Yeah. It's mixed with grappling, use of the feet, elbows. Actually, I don't know if they use elbows. There'd be a lot of pain if they started elbowing people in the head. I can't speak on MMA because I'm not a fan. And I should be a fan because I study martial arts. But I just haven't, it just hadn't caught my interest. Looks like that older woman is having a live hangout right now too. Eric Wabash, what type of martial arts you do, Supreme? I did. Starting when I lived in Japan, Shotokan. Came to the States. I was doing Taekwondo. Then I switched over to Chinese Kempo. Then I was in a bad car accident, so I switched over to Aikido after that. Before that, though, I also did boxing. I got into a boxing class. Let's see, Michael, no, UFC 1 started it all with Royce Gracie. That's that Brazilian guy, I believe. I know enough about Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but I also saw him get his arm broke too. I think he was the one, or one of the brothers got his arm fucking broke. Mike Nolan, that's where it began. Okay. Teach me, oh great one. That's why I suggest all small dudes do BJJ as they need it. What I've learned is most fights will end up grappling. Oh, shit. Hold on. You're a fucking bastard. Christopher, yeah, MMA does elbow punches too. Okay. I wasn't sure. It's cool to watch every now and then. I don't know why I haven't caught on to it. Fuck. I don't know why customer service is so goddamn hard. I'm trying to install a product. This is the third fucking day. All I need is the fucking registration number now. And the guy still hasn't contacted me. I hate bad customer service. Any questions before I leave, fellas? Anything I can help you with? Because I see you guys are talking MMA outside of my range of knowledge. Good question, Eric. Yes, what stopped you from getting women when you was in high school? I was shy. I lived in a fantasy world. I read science fiction books. I wasn't grounded in the reality. I would crush on girls, stare at the back of their head, and try to project my energy into them, hope they would fall in love with me. I really did that. And I was a black dude too. I was a brother. It's like I should have known better just being black, but I didn't. I wasn't cool. I was a goob. Nas, what's better? Curl bar preacher curls or dumbbell preacher curls? Neither one. I'll say it again. Neither one. Preacher curls? No. Use the backside of that preacher bench so your arms are straight down. They're called spider curls. They work the entire belly of the bicep instead of working you don't know these muscles, the bicep brachiosaurus. That's basically outside of the bicep. If you got the natural 3-finger gap, you're gonna make it better with the preacher curls. Okay, 3 fingers. That means you got a high bicep. And they say that preacher curls, no, will make it better. It doesn't. Again, use the back side, the straight side, and use some dumbbells on it. And your arm drops straight down and you curl it up. Try that. You'll see what kind of workout you get. Christopher, I want to do kickboxing to knock it off my list. I've done karate, And I did boxing for a short time, and believe me, boxing is another word. Yeah, it is. The training alone will gas you out. Yes, it does. I was on the team, and it was my second year, I think, second year of college. Our instructor got knocked out. There was a God, I can't remember his name now. Fuck. In the 80s, there was a Latin guy that was really popular, and I can't remember the dude's name, but he came in and knocked out our instructor. I'm not going to repeat what Truly Lane said. You guys can argue that shit out. Dime Star, yes. How long did it take you to reprogram yourself? I'm still working on myself there, Dime Star. But as far as the game, I wish I had someone like me to teach me. I could have did what took from 28 to 44 in a year or two, instead of all those years of wandering around in the game, not knowing what's the top level, what I should have been improving on. I just improved naturally and over time. So it took me a long, long time, fellas. Let's see. Eric, I wouldn't have cared about any of that shit since you was a take no shit dude. I just wished I was that type of man. It starts by standing up for yourself and everything. Someone steps on your toes, you got to be willing to say something or open your mouth and or do something. Michael Nolan says to reprogram yourself, you have to be aware of yourself when you're around women. Let me change the view here. That's how you change, he says. Be aware of your weakness. And I agree with that because that's how I changed. I became aware of myself. I began to look at myself from the outside looking in. And I know, so, I would get all goofy around women with that big smile. I learned to stop that. He also says you set boundaries with people, and that's true also. Christopher, I came in late. What were you saying about a future webinar? I'm going to do a webinar probably the next week or so on internet dating. Setting boundaries and knowing when you're sensitive is something men need to be aware of that, yes. Looks like Michael Nolan's on a roll today. Fuck. And his spelling's getting better. Anybody notice that? If you're setting boundaries over silly things with people, that's sensitive. I've always tried to tear down boundaries. I don't like it when women have boundaries. That way, when you tear down the boundaries, you have a new paradigm or a new way of doing things. You break the old mode or mold. True Enlightened says reprogramming is hard. Hard. I do a lot of things from force of habit. How do I control it? For me, what worked for me truly was I start observing myself, and then I start forcing myself to do something different instead of the program shit. Like I would do that big smile thing if a girl said something to me, and I learned to start forcing that smile to go away slowly. I'm slow at things. You may be lightning fast once you're aware of it, but it took me a while to start really changing myself. Nolan shares an example. It says, Dime Star, if I slag you messing and you get hurt and put boundaries, that's sensitive, Dime Star. Though if I do something disrespectful to you, that's when you need boundaries. I'm not familiar with the English phrase slag. I thought it was in reference to like, I heard one guy call a girl a slag. I thought it was like, a slut. So I'm not familiar with that particular word. I don't think anyone on the call is as well there, Michael. I'm sorry, I asked him a really good question. Are you far in the game, Michael Nolan? Huh, okay. Slag means clowning. Dime Star says a slag means slut. And that's what I thought it meant. Maybe in Ireland it means clowning. England it means a slut. Interesting. Christopher, that's cool. You'll show us how to pimp out a profile. Yes. I just use common sense and market and promote myself and use good pics and pics of my travels in different countries. That's what it takes to work. That sells. Dime Star says, I'm from the UK. Okay. But I'll take your version of it because that's the way I've understood it myself. Eric Wabash. How the hell do people become messed up in the head? I keep thinking how I got this way. I think we do it to ourselves, Eric. Combination of living in a fantasy world. That's why I'm against a lot of anime. Guys who just watch tons of anime. You got to keep that shit in proportion. But also, I'm only referring to myself. What fucked me up was Japanese anime, even though it was good back then. But they had the popular guy was always shy. He would grab the back of his neck and, rub his feet in the dirt. Whenever a woman came around, he would blush. That's what I learned. So I'm doing almost the same thing. Grab the back of my head, rub my feet on the ground, look at the ground. I can't blush, but if I could, I would have been blushing. Yeah. So we do it to ourselves. There's so many ways we can fuck ourselves up. And I've seen it with males online living in a false reality world. Michael Nolan, I'm getting there, though I've had to do a lot of reprogramming. I got help from a book. I'll leave. Yeah, thank you. Nameless. That nice guy book. Man, you sent me that shit while I was on vacation. I do fantasize a lot, but only because I'm bored. I did also. But I actually lived in a fantasy world where I would spend hours in there fantasizing. I'm flying through the air in my fantasies, lifting cars. I did the end of the world fantasies where I'm flying, trying to outfly the bombs and living off the land type shit. Basically, I fucked myself. Dime Star. What fucked me up was, as a child, my parents left me in the house watching TV all day, making me live in that fantasy world. Yeah. I was waiting for you to come back in and defend anime. I don't think anime is that harmful. Truly says it's just for fun. One day, truly enlightened, I guarantee when you get to about 30, you'll see where I'm coming from and you'll agree with me. Right now, you're 19, and nothing I say is going to convince you. So I'm not going to even bother trying to convince you of that. But I guarantee you, when you realize the damage that anime has done to you when you're in your 30s, I want you to think about me. Just think about me. I'm probably not going to be alive then, but just think about me, okay? And think that I told you so. Just like the Trump stuff. I told you guys so. Nas, I'm about to watch Death Note live action movie on Netflix. Yeah, I saw that on Netflix. That was originally a anime cartoon. Now, not a bad one, though. I think I only watched one episode of it. Current anime feminizes. Old anime makes you a shy goober. And I watched the original anime because I lived in Japan in the 60s. Supreme, have you ever been to the UK? No, I have not. I'll be in Portugal next year, though. But I'm not going to the UK. Joey and his parents have a house on the island they came from, Peak, part of the Azores. So they have a house overlooking the beach, and I'll be there as long as I can take it. Then we got to get out of there and travel to some of the other islands and see some of the 9 islands of the Azores. On vacation, I met a couple from Spain. I met a family from France. I talk to people all the time. And I met a guy named Chris, of all things, my name. Short, white guy, stocky as fuck. And he had some advice to offer because I told him, what I did online. Make sure they don't try to get out of their own lane, he was saying. And I said that's impossible because a lot of the guys, they crushed on the cheerleaders in high school and they watch porn, so expect every girl to look like that. And I come bringing the truth. Nas, Death Note was amazing. I think the best anime ever. Has anyone noticed that people that watch anime oftentimes struggle with women? Do you think football players sit down and watch anime while they're out there banging the hot cheerleaders? Do you think they would sit down and watch some cartoon shit? Someone, it was that Elder Scrolls made a comment about, I watch movies or something like that. I watch movies usually around 7 p.m. when Jovi and I are sitting down to dinner. And my son bought me a 65-inch TV. So I jacked my laptop in there. I download my shit. But I think he said I also watch cartoons. And that's the same time period I watch cartoons. when I'm eating something. That way I can shut my brain off for a little while. Dime Star. Isn't it sad that there's nice, I'm losing it. Isn't it sad that there's nice goes out there willing, you mean guys, willing to treat these females right, but deep down inside, they really want us guys to fuck them up. On some levels, yes. See, the problem with nice guys, if you're a nice guy, Dime Star, is that you're fake. Let's be real about it. You're fake. You're only nice to her because you want to fuck her and you don't have the balls to tell her that. Whereas the guys who are more aggressive, they get her pussy because they come at her with truth. I would want to fuck you. Whereas if you're the nice guy, I'm assuming that's why you said that, but you're over there rubbing her feet, giving her massages, hoping to get laid. And you only do it because you want to fuck her. At least nice guys do. Truly, like says, I said it. I remember you said you watch cartoons. You must think I watch cartoons on a daily basis. I would ask Jovina when was the last time I watched cartoon. It's been a while since I've watched cartoon. Cartoons is fantasy, like what you don't see. See, this is where you fuck up because of your youth. The feminization in anime produced by your race. Your race puts all that feminization, all those females with their long swords and the males looking like fucking faggots. You guys do that. Japanese do that. Chinese cartoons ain't like that. Japanese cartoons are. Korean cartoons ain't like that. Japanese cartoons are. I don't know what happened to your race over there, but the anime that they produce today is faggotry, period. And that's the difference. Okay? Super Friends, let's take Super Friends. That was a cartoon when I was in high school. Yeah, Superman, Superwoman, or whatever she was, and a few other characters that I don't remember. There was no feminization in that of males. Males that have long, gorgeous hair and women eyes, and they didn't walk with their hand on their hips with women's heels on that you'll see inside of anime. Your race is subconsciously trying to make faggots out of the people that are in Japan, and it's worked. It's working very well. Not that they're fags, but now they're going to plastic doll bordellos. Now they're not fucking. That's a big problem. Your race is going to breed itself out if something does not change. There will be no more Japanese on the earth if something does not change. Your women are going for white males. A percentage of your women are going for white males now. And what do they say? Because you're not aggressive enough. I've watched the videos that your women are putting out, Truly Enlightened, the Japanese, not just Vietnamese, not just Chinese, not just Korean, but Japanese women are putting out. So what do you think is the real problem then, Truly Enlightened? And I'm not trying to put down all Japanese. I know there's some badass Japanese still left. But when you look at on the surface and start digging down inwards, you see what I'm talking about. And I've been wondering what the fuck happened since I was there. Bugs Bunny kissed men on the lips, and he was a boy. Bugs Bunny clowned the men. And by the way, those old cartoons were full of racist shit. racial programming was in those cartoons. I can take those cartoons and throw them in the garbage, not miss them. If you look at the violence in those cartoons, you can see why a lot of Americans grew up kind of violent. If you look at the faggotry in the anime, and then you guys have nerve to have cosplay now and Comic-Con shit, of which you're wearing a suit from it. See, you don't know where I'm coming from right now, but as I said, it's not even worth me arguing with you about, okay? Because I can better use my time doing something else. But when you're 30, I want you to think of me, okay? I probably won't be around to hear you say I'm sorry, but hey, I know it's going to come. I asked you a question also. What do you think happened to your race in Japan of males? What do you think is causing that? I'm sorry, in my country, Supreme, it seems like there's no real men. I didn't even say anywhere. Everywhere I go, men are wearing skinny jeans and ripped jeans and pink jumpers. Fuck. Yeah, I know. It's like you guys sold out first. The males sold out first. What's up, KR? Truly, Looney Tunes is homosexual. Okay, I'm not going to argue. What do you think happened in your country? It's not really your country. You're an American, but in your parents' country. And I don't know. I've only been a few times. You don't know? So you haven't looked at the problem. You're not even aware of the problem, huh? Only in Japan. You guys see this. Love doll brothels are bustling. Sex doll brothel. First real doll whorehouse to open. Oh, that's in Barcelona. Wow. It's spreading. Transformation of real life Japanese doll. I seen that chick. Review of dangerous Japanese fanny flambeau dolls. Whatever. Creepy, realistic Japanese dolls. Japanese sex doll brothels. Damn. Almost look like real titties. So, if this is your future, it's not a good future of your men. Shit. Actually, it says not marrying. Not Japanese men not dating. They're also not marrying. Japanese men not getting married. Japanese men try not to laugh. Now we could look at problems of my race, in one city, Chicago, of us killing each other. Why Japanese don't date? 70% of the men, 20 to 30, are not married. That's a lot. Why? Why dating Japanese men is so great? Oh, she's a good one. So there's obviously some problems going on. He goes, I know weird behaviors going on. I don't know what's causing it. Could it be the programming? And I know the power of anime there because I remember I lived there. I actually lived there. You didn't never even live there. I lived there twice. And I know the power of the programming from TV. Not just anime, but the TV shows. Yeah, it's really serious in Japan, KR. 70% of men. That's a lot. What happened? Is it because of the bombs that were dropped? And then having to bow to white males from America? That may have done something to the consciousness. I look at the anime that's coming out, trying to Europeanize the eyes instead of being proud of their own eyes. The problems with Japan, you can see in your country's cartoons. Self-hatred. Instead of worshiping your black hair, they draw purple hair, blue hair, anything but their own natural hair. Now, there's some good anime. Ninja Scroll is good. Anybody ever see that one? Ninja Scroll. Yeah, the full movie. Wow. Shit, like even here, you might see a little element of it, but this was good. I can't believe it's on here. Now, this is what I grew up on. A lot of you guys don't realize Japan is very violent. Undertones of extreme violence, which comes down through their history. Because I also study the history of Japan. For a country that's so small, they kick China's ass. I feel all races are headed towards a path. I agree. Now we're on the right path of feminism, he says. Just different countries are using different methods. Yep. Except it's not that bad here in the States yet. Christopher, I can't wait to see your products supreme on those lost Japanese women. Dimestar, I'm a black male. You taught me a lot about chakras and my history, and of course, women. You've truly expanded my perception. I must join your forum. I'm surprised you guys aren't all in there. By the way, truly, you say you don't know what's causing weird behavior. You are actually exhibiting some of it yourself with the outfits you're wearing and the stuff that you do. That's the same behavior. Don't mean to put your race down, but I just want to point out there's a serious problem there. And I'm suggesting that a lot of it could be coming from the anime. Here you go again. Why do cartoons like Looney Tunes and other dress male characters as women? Because they were also trying to feminize us and let them kiss males, joking or not. It's a form of programming. It's okay. They call it TV programming, right? They are trying to program us. I thought Timbuktu was a mythical place. I didn't know it really existed. They programmed you to think that Timbuktu never existed, just from the Bugs Bunny cartoons. I didn't know it was the seat of the highest learning on the planet at one time. They had the first college on the planet there. I thought it was just, I'm going to knock you from here to Timbuktu, a mythical place. Didn't really exist. So they programmed me for a long, long time. And I was actually, it was in the last 10 years I actually learned it was a real place. That's how long I thought it was a mythical place somewhere in the last 10 years. When I began searching for the truth of African history and development. Kara said, I haven't seen Bugs Bunny cartoons. Ages me either. Michael, no, Timbuktu is in Africa. Yes, it is. Dime Star, don't be a lurker like I was just watching Supreme YouTube videos. You won't get it all on here. You'll get tons more information on the site. I tried to get into, well, I didn't want to go into the Hangout Disrupted, but I wanted to get the link for the Hangout there, Christopher, on Sunday that you guys did, so I could post the, so the video would show up on the forum, but I couldn't get it. Timestart, zenmac.com. Yeah, my links will work in there. You're welcome. This particular forum has been around since 2007. So there are a lot of old posts, a lot of old shows, podcast shows. And Kara says, I'm back being single. What? What happened? I thought you had a girlfriend you lived with. Christopher, yeah, I was out of town, so I missed the hangout. Oh, okay. I got in there and at the doorway, and I thought I saw you in there. Sorry. Truly enlightened. What can we gain from the forum we can't gain from YouTube? Wow. Okay, number one, I've got players in there that know how to play the game pretty well. I even have a Chinese guy that became a pimp up in there. I've got my podcast shows where I talk about the game and teach the game. I don't give you guys very many podcast shows at all. Fuck it. Can everybody see the screen? Can anybody not see the screen? Let me put it that way. Can anybody not see the screen? This is where guys chat with each other. Here's some of the recent posts where people ask questions. This is the dude doing the hangouts. So where else can you ask questions? University forum. There's internet dating. This is for advanced players, which is now closed. So basically, you get to ask questions. Even Jiffy Lube. This fellow's asked about race, colorism, and dating. That's the African American community. Light-skinned is in, dark-skinned not in type of thing. That's the main section. Then you have your field reports. Then you've got my podcast shows. Then you can do your own podcast shows. Here we have Alfonso talking about, bitch, bring me pizza. Wealth of knowledge, business knowledge, health and fitness, fashion, metaphysics, book recommendations, miscellaneous. My section where I put in a lot of Black history and other people contribute. This is the admin section. And someone actually typed in there. And also our file sharing and what I call my funny paper. So you ask, what can you learn? Wow. If you think I teach on YouTube, try a month on my forum, KR. What am I teaching right now? I'm just chit-chatting. KR, I moved out and I guess things ran its course. Also, I wanted to be single anyway. Cool. Very cool. Dime Star, your past shows are gold. The biggest shock you gave me was that the game can be reversed. Yes. I was just curious. We ask a lot of questions. Here is all. Nobody's asking me questions about the game. We end up chatting. On my forum, I get some in-depth questions. And other people contribute as well. Damn. On that note, it's time to roll out. So you guys have a good day. I'll be back on duty, although I'm not going to be doing as many shows, but I'll be around. I'm going to be putting a little more content up, just teaching little stuff. And I'll have to see if this is the entire full movie over here. Anyways, you guys have a good day. Time for me to get busy. Peace.